Or here's a different one. So I did to get over, but to get it over with. So this phrase, I hate cleaning the toilets. So whenever I have to clean the toilet, I just do it quickly because I want to get it over with. When you want to get something over with, you want it to be done as fast as possible. A good example is when you get a needle, if you're at the doctor's office. I'm usually like, I look away and I just say, just get it over with. When you say you want to get it over with, you want it to be done as quickly as possible. A needle is a great example. You just want to get it over with. You don't want to be at the doctor's office waiting an hour to get a needle in your arm. You just get it over with. Just get it done. You can tell I don't really like getting needles. I look away if I get a needle, but I definitely want to get it over with. I want it to be done as quickly as possible. Oh, to get out of. Yeah, so there's the literal translation, like you can get out of bed, you can get out of a chair. But sometimes people will try to get out of work, or they'll try to get out of something they said they would do. So this guy probably is really sick, but sometimes people fake being sick to get out of work. Sometimes people fake being sick so they don't have to visit someone, so they can get out of visiting someone. Maybe you promised to help someone do a job and you don't want to go. You might try to get out of it. You might make some excuses at some point. So when you try to get out of something, it means you said you were going to do something, or you were required to do something, and you're trying to find a way not to do it. You're trying to get out of doing it, to get through. So we said to get over. You can also say to get through. Okay. So when you are not feeling good, you might need to get through that time. If someone says, I hear that you are not that life's rough right now, you could just say, I just need to get through it. So you're at a point in your life where you're sad and you want to be at the point where you're happy, and you need to get through whatever is in the middle. This is a little different than to get through to someone. So when I'm teaching, I try to get through to my students. If I'm trying to explain this, I'm trying to get through to you. That means I'm trying to get you to understand. I'm trying to explain it in a way where you understand what I mean. This is a tricky one. Let me think of another example. Sometimes they put speed cameras up because the police want to get through to people that they shouldn't be speeding on that road. They want people to know and understand that they shouldn't be speeding there. So they try to get through to you by giving you a ticket, which is probably a good way to get through to people, to get at. So let me see. There's a couple meanings of this. I've tried to figure out. Oh, this is okay. I'll explain by telling you how we use this as a question. If I'm trying to explain something and you don't understand, you might say, what are you trying to get at? Or if someone is trying to say something and I'm confused, I might say, what are you trying to get at? It's not super polite. We use this informally, like between friends or siblings. But if Jen said to me, I'm trying to think of a good example of this. It's like when you say something, but you're not super clear and you hope the person understands what you mean. What are you trying to get at? Let's see. Oh, if Jen said to me, are you having another cookie? Haven't you already had 4? I could say, what are you trying to get at? Are you trying to say I'm putting on weight? Like, why are you asking me about how many cookies I'm eating? Sorry, that's a tricky one. You might need to look that one up. And it has other meanings. Like you can remove a lid to get at what's inside. So probably more meanings than just that. To get by. Okay. So this one also refers to how much money you have, how much you get paid at work, and how much money you spend. Sometimes you just have enough money to get by. Maybe your car is old and a bit rusty, but you can't afford a new car, but you do have a car because you have enough money to get by. If I made $1,000 a month and my expenses were $1,000 a month, I would say I have just enough money to get by. I don't have extra money. I'm able to pay for everything, but I don't have money to do things for fun and that kind of stuff. So I have enough money to get by. I make enough to get by. Or if someone said, how are you doing financially? You could say, we're getting by. Like we have just enough money to pay for the things that we need to buy, to get around to. So here's a list of things. I'm probably going to start on number 1, but I'm not going to get around to the last one until tomorrow. When you get around to something, it means that's when you will be able to do it, okay? If you bring your car to get fixed, the mechanic might say, we aren't going to get around to fixing your car until tomorrow. We're not going to get around to doing that till later. And sometimes you just never get around to doing something. That can happen as well. So again, when you get around to doing something, it's when you are going to do it.